As your child seems to be glued to their screen all day long.
Yeah.
It's a constant battle, it's frustrating, they spend too much time on TikTok, texting, or on their video games. We are going to share with you actually some tech boundaries that we applied in our family and helped tremendously.
Yes, we are Hugues and Shamira from the Family Oasis, where we equip parents to raise godly children with grace and intentionality. And today we'll dive into this topic that we all know, every household knows about screen time and how much is too much, how to set limits, and so on. Interested? Stay with us.
And let's be honest, managing screen times from our kids, we have three, I know it, it's a full-time job.
And it really feels like that, always being after them.
And that's the crazy thing. According to the American Academy of Child and Adolescent
Yeah.
Psychiatry, I
Yeah.
think, they say that children between 8 and 12 spend 4 to 6 hours on screen, and teens up to 9 hours a day.
We saw it ourselves in our home when screens went out of hand. It wasn't the mistake or the problem of our children, but mostly ours. And we saw the consequences very quickly. Just like the break in conversation, we felt just like our family time wasn't as vibrant as usual. And the occasional blowout whenever we took the devices away.
So the fruits were not good, and we knew we had to change.
Yeah. And in Psalms 101:3, it's written, I set before your eyes no vile thing.
And Philippians 4:8 tells us to dwell on what is true, noble, and right.
Pure, lovely, and admirable.
And we realize the issue wasn't just about the screens, the time they spent on the screen, but it was about shaping their hearts and their minds.
Screens themselves aren't evil, but left unchecked, they can become babysitters, false idols, distraction from family and faith. And as parents, we're called to shepherd their hearts, our children's hearts, and not just monitor behavior.
And there was a season where our youngest was spending way too much time on our phone.
Yes.
It started in an innocent way, couple of minutes that turned into hours. But what was interesting, her attitude
Shifted.
Shifted.
Exactly. Really, like she became more snappy, more disrespectful. And it was during a time where we were already
on the move. I think we changed from one country to another.
Yeah, exactly. And we were still unboxing, getting to know the new place. And it's usually during those times where these behaviors sneak in. So we had to make a decision for her to go on a digital detox, not as punishment, but as a reset.
So the detox was actually 1 week without a phone, which seems to be extreme. But interesting enough, after even a day, and of course after the entire week, but after a day already, she realized that it was a lot better for her. She became a lot more creative.
Yeah. And she read her Bible more. Her mood was better. She had ideas to call a friend or do a craft. And we just like saw the shift pretty quickly. And after that detox, we just sat together as an entire family and talked about like what other boundaries we can set in our family. And that made such a difference.
And that 1 week changed her, but also changed the atmosphere of our family.
Very quickly.
Yeah, we realized that actually small boundaries, small changes can have a huge effect.
And it's really worth it to listen to those red flags. But honestly, how often do we really do it? Not because we do not care, but a lot of times because we're overwhelmed, already have too much going on, and just want to
Good peace.
to have peace or just like get through the day.
So don't ignore the warning sign, the red flags. You don't have to live in a digital chaos.
No, you don't.
So let's look at 5 ways that can restore peace and connection within your home. And the first one is have a tech-free zone.
Yeah.
Don't take your phone, for example. This is what we do
Yeah.
during lunchtime.
You'll link like all of the meals.
Yeah, of course.
Really, not just lunchtime. And like think about other ways where you have tech-free time, like family time, an outing you're doing, or just park all the phones overnight outside of the rooms in a place separately.
Number two, set clear time limits. Some of them can be just said, like an hour a day, but it's quite hard to control. So the best use their own technology they use. I have time limits on their phones. What I love, it gives them a boundary, but inside that boundary, it teaches them to be
To just like choose when they want to text somebody, when they want to listen to
wise
music.
with their time.
Exactly. Number 3, use parental control with grace. We installed those filters, but most importantly, we talked with our children a lot, on and on again. And they knew that it's not about control, but we wanted to protect their hearts and their minds.
And funny enough, when they understand, when it reaches their heart, they start to understand and they're actually happy, thankful that they have those parenting controls.
Exactly. But that will come years down the road. Don't expect your 10-year-old, 12-year-old to already feel that. But sow those seeds, they will be happy once.
And number 4, lead by example. It's quite easy for Shamira because she doesn't own a smartphone. But for me, I need to realize that my kids, they are looking at me more than what I think. So I always have to think again, how is my consume? And especially when we have a week of detox for one child, is to realize what is in there for me.
Yeah, so it's so important as parents to lead by example and not force something on a child that we ourselves are not even doing.
Number 5, create family alternatives. We very often go on our phones because we're bored.
Yeah, and that's a big one because we just like say, put your phones away, but we don't create any alternatives.
Yeah.
And one is like board games that you can do
They
easily,
still
like
exist.
cards, go to the park, go shopping, crafts, anything really to make those beautiful memories that they will never forget.
And we know it's not easy. Screens are everywhere, and sometimes we'd rather have them scroll than fight about it.
Exactly. But mom and dad, we are not called for survival. You were called to shepherd and you're called to lead, and God will give you the grace and wisdom that you need. James 1:5 says, if any of you lack wisdom, it's me. Ask God who gives it generously.
So ask Him, let the Holy Spirit guide your home. And, your kids may not be necessarily happy,
They will not.
but at some point they will thank you.
Yes. And don't just go with the flow. Like say, everybody else is doing it. Don't conform to that, but transform your family and lead them well also in this subject about tech.
So if this video encouraged you, give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and don't hesitate to share it with another parent.
Yeah, who needs this? Because we really all need it. And don't forget to write in the comments about what tech boundaries you set.
And if you want more content, our website will be written in the descriptions with tons of information and especially blog posts, especially on the tech. And this could be a great help and tool for your family.
So let's raise kids that are rooted in truth and not distracted by noise. So see you next time on the Family Oasis.
Bye.